Good evening, good afternoon, gamers from all over the world, all over the place, all over the land, gathering here for what is gonna be some hot, steamy, sexy CS action right now, Boggs. It is ATK versus Intrepides. Intrepides.
Intrepides. Is that what INTZ stands for?
That is what INTZ stands for, Boggs. It means to be courageous and fearless.
I like it.
Me too.
Adding to my Portuguese repertoire one CSGO match at a time.
Now they're gonna need that fearlessness and courage, Boggs, for this one because ATK's on a tear. Let's get straight into the in game. Let's not waste some time.
Sounds perfect to me. We have two heavy hitters. Honestly, two teams I would say are favorites to win Winners League this season in Intrepides and ATK. And it will be INTZ's taking the CT side. They've gone for a full aggressive start early on, Roy. No kits, no utility at all. 5 vests. And they're bolstering the B side heavily. Yell getting aggressive towards A ramp. But he's going to have no luck so far. He takes a little bit of damage onto MOTM. But so far, he might just be worse for wear. The P250 from OC not able to capitalize on its ranged advantage. It seems that INTZ will be rotating a little too many people over towards the A side as ATK are heading back the other way. Oh, that's a good opening damage. It's not quite a kill. Actually, OC will get the opening, and low is HZ 1 HP, but the rotations are back. Vertigo's the rotations are fast, and Destiny! What a couple one-taps from him. Yell adds another one on top of it, but Sonic's answering back and bringing it to a 2v2. The bomb, however, is down for Yell, and he's in a great position to hold this down. Sonic goes down, Yell continues his taps, and OC falls as well. INTZ off the back of a 3K from Yell, Destiny with 2. Take the pistol round, and a good start for the CT side, Roy.
Nice, you love to see that. I mean, that was such a well thought out round from INTZ, starting off with the 5 sets of armor. I really love that. You don't need to retake, Boggs. You don't need kits if you're not planning on retaking the site. You know what I'm saying? They went straight to the action. They have eyes on both A ramp and the B site. I mean, no matter where ATK ended up going here, it was going to be a problem. Now, it is going to be a fast push straight onto the A site here for the ATK boys, but they're caught in a crossfire now with a new change to Vertigo, and it doesn't seem like they will be getting by. And I believe there is a HUD error, so we'll have to just switch that really quickly.
That was a good clean round from INTZ. The SMGs mowing down the unarmored Ts, and we'll see guns finally coming out for the ATK squad. 3 rifles to contend for INTZ. But one thing with Vertigo, you pretty much have to get aggressive A ramp and win your duel, or else things will end up poorly for you. JT seems to be contesting that, but there's 3 here from INTZ. They already have 1 on top of the scaffolding. That's going to be Yell. Again, spot out 1, win that duel versus OC. That's the bomb as well. He takes quite a bit of damage, as has Destiny, but still that's a huge advantage for INTZ. However, that nade will take Yell down even lower, and he'll do a bit of a Bogdan law, tossing the AUG over to Cello.
Rightfully so. Now, shot for shot, this is definitely going to be favoring ATK. Now, the flashbang's going to come out. Destiny, as well as his teammate, are looking for a kill, looking for some sort of advantage here, but they weren't able to find it just yet. But now they have shown their hand, Boggs. ATK, they're aware there's several players here.
Look at the lure from Floppy. He's already almost over towards B. This could work out perfectly for ATK. Rotation's coming back from INTZ now, as they are aware of the fact that the ATK squad could have rotated back. Is Floppy just going to sit here and wait for rotations? I'm not sure. It will be JT actually busting out towards site. Vanity, or MOTM. I love these players.
Yeah.
Floppy finishes up the last one, but it's going to be MOTM, not Vanity. Taking down 1 on B side, or A side, rather.
Yeah,
first gun round.
Yeah, I just want to say, I know there's a lot of people that have been asking. This is a best of 1, everyone. This is still group stages. We haven't quite hit playoffs where we'll be entering the BO3. So for now, it is best of 1s. And right now, ATK have managed to put a massive dent in INTZ's economy, putting them on the Deagles, the M4 Cello, and Shand with the MP9.
Fantastic opener. Sprays down Sonic with a good smoke placed down by INTZ as well. That's a fantastic start for the CT side, getting the aggression early, and that allows them to keep 4 players over on the A side as well, given the fact that they have all the information they need on B. Nobody spotted besides Sonic, who did go down early. And now they're hearing the noise over on A as well. That should just about help keep them on the site. MOTM will get spammed down by Cello, and now it's a 2-man advantage. The Deagle shot rings out. It's not going to be a kill. Oh, that's a kill for SHZ. The double collateral headshot wallbang, and that should just about secure the round for INTZ, but what a shot that was.
I mean, Floppy's a beast, but this might just be too tall of an order for him. 1 versus 5. At least he has a bomb. That's a consolation, I suppose. And Yell, Floppy, you knew exactly where to look, but Yell was just a little bit on top of that one. It is going to be INTZ with Courage finding the 3-1 Boggs. Now the economy for ATK, it's in an awkward predicament, but they're going to go for the force buy. It is going to be triple rifles here. Some utility is available. MOTM and OC will have to downgrade. I think it's going to be the Deagle and a MAC-10 for MOTM. So they have a bit of a versatile purchase. They still have that early combat potential though, right? They're not too afraid to find an opening pick. Nice utility usage right there from Shandy. That's a massive thing.
That's an even more massive kill, as that's one of the rifles down. It will be salvaged for now, but JT has been spotted out as well. Yell only taking minimal damage in the grand scheme of things. And JT, isolated, doesn't really have anybody terribly close for a trade. It's going to allow INTZ to get a little more comfortable here. Their courage really paying off in the early rounds. And they're taking the fight to ATK, a team that, as you mentioned early on, has been on a tear. They've been putting up fights against some of the best teams in the world right now. And INTZ proving that they deserve to be fighting with the best once again.
Yeah, I mean, ATK, they went the whole distance yesterday against Team Liquid in the ECS Cup, so definitely not a team to laugh at. Now, SHZ, he has a little of a cheeky angle, doesn't he? Holding the tightest of angles. He spots JT. OC's right next to him as well, but it seems like ATK, every time they even try to move up a single inch, they're just getting shut down on the spot. That kill.
That's a good opening by
Yeah,
Van.
it is.
Yell's going to answer back, though. There goes OC as well, playing behind the orange boxes. Now SHZ comes in. Floppy only able to get one in a 1v4. INTZ have shut down the economy of ATK. They've shut down everything ATK's thrown at them besides that first gun round, where, granted, INTZ did go down underarmed. They had a couple SMGs in hand. Now ATK will be stuck on a decoy. I think INTZ have a great chance to bolster their economy. They already have a couple players with a decent amount. SHZ a little bit low. This is a fantastic chance for them to start to build their bank and really secure a massive lead on CT Vertigo.
Yeah, you really just have to love the energy from INTZ right now. They're as soon as they hear any sort of commotion, as soon as there's any pressure, there's instant reactions. No delay, just a nice ebb and flow here for INTZ. Ooh. Now JT is going to remove the head of Yell. That's a massive find towards the sandbag. That's a bit of an error. They really had no way to clear him out of that position, Boggs.
Yeah, a little overzealousness from Yell, trying to take the duel, and he doesn't really have to. JT's going to come in with another as SHZ falls. Destiny from behind orange has been spotted out as well. Shand will jump up, but JT lands another one. He tags down Destiny as well. JT is having himself a clip. Destiny will take down Sonic, and JT is low. I think if Destiny can't take down JT, there's a very good chance for INTZ, but as JT lives, ATK has such a massive chance. 3-1 Deegs, all beautiful shots. Floppy will fall to Cello, and that is just about what INTZ need. Players actually even on HP across the board from both teams. The lack of armor from ATK, though, does put them at a major disadvantage. The weaponry as well, although definitely. JT has made that Deagle look more impactful than even the best of rifles.
Definitely. Now, Floppy falling a little bit too early there, it makes this very awkward for ATK. You're going to opt for the mid control here. Maybe if they can find Wounded Destiny here somewhere lurking about in these halls, that could be the opening. But they know that Destiny's hurt, so they're aiming for that B site, I think. Or excuse me, the A site, rather.
Well, that's a good spray from Destiny, although he's not able to control it enough onto OC. The bomb has been salvaged. SG in the hands of the Opera for ATK, and the bomb will go down.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Hot on his heels, and OC will get...
Oh, no.
Did he pop off of it too soon?
Yes, he did. Wow,
that's unfortunate.
That is a big error right there from OC. That is really unlucky. Happens to the best of us, but this is one of the worst times to have that. That extra $800 could have went a long way here for ATK, and maybe even gone them an extra gun round after this one right here. But still, it was an eco after all. There was a chance for them to win it. A little bit of errors. That's not bad. Now it's back on the gun rounds. The focus needs to be right here, right now, Boggs.
Dude, it does. It's another fantastic nade by INTZ, chucking one down and towards the B halls. Sonic tagged down low again from the early utility. Good counter Molotov from ATK as well as SHZ gets tagged down low. But aside from the early utility damage, nothing really engages until MOTM swings through. Destiny trades out. It's a 4v4. Now things seem to be slowing down a little bit. Floppy going through the reach, but Yell gets one. Destiny swings out for a second. And things are heating up now with everything going the way of INTZ. ATK falling left, right, and center. The bomb finally salvages it was left towards spawn. But in a 2v4, Sonic and Floppy will have to pull off a very insane play to get this to work, as INTZ have utility still. They have 2 Molotovs, 2 flashbangs, kits for retakes if the bomb even goes down.
Right.
And they have a lot of information with the rotations coming in from Cello.
Wow, that's really unlucky. Floppy's been holding that for so long, but Cello is clairvoyant, Boggs. He knew that was coming. It's just down to Sonic now, the 1 versus 4. With only 30 seconds left, though, this is becoming kind of tight here. Gonna have to find an opening. There's no bomb site in middle. Seems like most of the angles here are pretty much covered by INTZ.
And INTZ have 3 scopes, including a Krieg. Sonic's going to be able to get 1, but Destiny is close by for the trade. 3 is stay alive for INTZ. ATK still failing to put up a round on the board besides that first gun buy for them. Round number 3 it was. Seems like so long ago now, as INTZ have been controlling this game, basically forcing ATK into unfavorable engagements. Their early utility being fantastic for INTZ.
Yeah, this is where that bomb plant would have... Sorry to cut you off, but this is where the bomb plant would have been incredibly useful. Now they could have been on a buy instead of this deagle purchase that they're on right now, this half buy. Stakes, Boggs, they add up.
Yeah, I was going to say early on that I don't think we're going to see too many of them in this matchup, but maybe there's a little bit of nerves coming in from ATK. INTZ a very solid opponent. And SHG going to swing out from behind the sandbags, take down 2 before OC will be able to trade out in the end, but 2 for 1 will be taken any day of the week by INTZ. And with Cello flanking in through lower, he's going to know 1 is still in the area. The bomb has to be towards A. Nade will not do much. I believe it's 1 point of damage, but Cello with the flank secured will force ATK to push on in. OC with the shot on the Destiny, but Yell answers back with the op of his own. Shandy is here, as is Yell, and Cello on the flank. Unless Floppy can hit these shots fast, nice. He gets 1. He might actually be able to do this. The SG salvaged as well. He can isolate these 1v1s, and he's taking down Cello too. Now it's a 1v1 versus the op. The bomb is not in his hand, but Yell has rotated around, and I don't know if Floppy's going to be expecting this. He jumps on top of the boxes. Is Yell going to take the long way around? I think he is, and this could be the play for Yell. Floppy finally picking up the bomb. He will get it down for now, but Yell has maneuvered. He has enough time where Floppy does not know exactly where he's coming from. Smokes off the fire. No retreat for now.
Wow, this has been played so well by Floppy. The Molly smoke combo to instantly get him some cover. And he's not only that, but Yell's run out of utility, so he's going to have to be pretty much a direct defuse. Floppy, he hears the scope. He wants to peek out, and he finds it right at the last second. And that is Floppy with the nice 1 versus 3 right there. That's a round that they desperately needed. They needed somebody to step up, Boggs. It was Floppy this time. And you can pretty much always count on him to do that too.
Yeah. When the going gets tough, young Ricky gets tougher. That was a fantastic 1v3. The way he played it, isolating the 1v1 duels against all 3 remaining players from INTZ. The first deagle shot was critical. Salvaging the SG really made it a lot more doable. And then, of course, the brain plays from Floppy against Yell in that last 1v1 will force Yell into a glass cannon, as well as ATK have been doing a lot of damage to the INTZ players, forcing them to rebuy round after round. And right now, the money for INTZ is quite poor. They have no kits. Their utility is extremely limited. And one of their players is on a CZ, 2 FAMASs, Roy. And again, the glass cannon up on Yell.
Gonna be interesting, but with Yell's position, it's pretty good for at least 1 kill. And it's gonna be SHZ following up with 2 of his own. Now it's down to Floppy and Sonic to try to recover what is a blunder of a beginning. And Floppy finds the first. Sonic looking for that second, but Destiny manages to get away.
If you want players in the clutch, Floppy and Sonic would be a good duo to have. They've already gotten 1, but they need 4 more to find, and already INTZ have bolstered the defenses. It will be a grudge match on this site. Destiny spotted out Sonic Shadow, and down he goes. Floppy will have to ace this out in a 1v4. Should he clutch this? He's been spotted out by Yell, however. And just as it started, Yell ends it all with the op shot. The glass cannon works out fine. The double from SHZ over towards scaffolding as well was a fantastic piece of work with the FAMAS.
Yeah, that's a really nice crossfire actually with Yell. I think Yell's op shot, when it first comes in, it draws a lot of attention to itself, right? I mean, we're only human. When we hear a loud bang, first instinct is to look at that, right? That crossfire there with SHZ opening up for that double kill with the FAMAS. That's beautiful work on the Brazilian side. You love to see that. SHZ once again looking for that control of A ramp. It's only an MP9 this time around. Not quite enough.
That's unfortunate, but that nade is quite good. Sonic, though, spots out Shandy through the edge of a smoke. And that's now a 2-man advantage for ATK. Both rifles salvaged as well. There is armor on these players from ATK. Flash is now coming towards B, and Cello will try and lock things down. He only gets one before JT, again, so impactful with the Desert Eagle. Gets another kill, and this has to be a save from INTZ.
Most impossible of rounds seems to be the ones that are succeeding right now for ATK. Only CZs and Deagles right there. They somehow managed to make that one work. See, at least they're gonna keep Yell with the op. He's been doing work with that, so it's a good thing that they have that moving forward. But this is 3 on the board already for ATK. That's not too bad, Boggs. They can get 5 somehow. They can maybe manage getting 6 or 7 rounds here on this T half. I think the CT side will be much more comfortable for them.
Yeah, I think the CT side does play into the hands of ATK a bit more, although INTZ are very aggressive. They have that confidence. They're a very intrepid team, and I would like to see what they have to play with on the T side. Both these teams do know how to play this map. They both enjoy to play this map. So it should be a good side switch, should be a good couple halves here. And we might even be seeing some extra Counter-Strike today.
Count me in, Boggs. It's a Friday night. One of the only matches being played right now in the scene. Take us the whole distance. I'm down for it. I'm here for it. Now let's see what INTZ's up to, because what they're gonna need is this round. Otherwise, they might find themselves broken.
Oh, that's a good opening from MOTM. Yell has fallen. That's the off down as well. That's a huge start for ATK, getting rid of Yell, who's been such an impactful player with that scope rifle. The sniper now. No sniper in play, as it hasn't been salvaged by INTZ either. So they just have the M4s and the MP9. Their utility is just about expended. Only 1 kit on Destiny. Now ATK seem to be finding the answers to the CT side from INTZ. Bit of a slower pace, waiting out the utility from INTZ, and then having MOTM open up the site on A. There's a second kill for him. And there's still a couple more to find, as Shand and SHZ are still in the vicinity. But B-side's been completely swarmed. There is the lone defender in the form of Cello. He's going to have to allow the bomb to go down as the smokes are blocking the vision.
Wow, Cello was in such a sick angle, but the smokes were just too shallow to give him any sort of vision. Now MOTM is hearing these players on the A side trying to save their weapons. And it's gonna have to, it might just be shut down right here, right now, but MOTM falls a little short. But now with ATK knows they're pretty far away from that bomb site, and it's unlikely for them to be attempting the retake. So this is, in fact, a round for ATK. But it's gonna be kind of messy here. They're hunting for these kills. They know that money's limited here for INTZ.
Indeed they do, and this is a very good move by ATK to go for these kills. If they can take more guns out of the hands of INTZ, especially now that Shand has grabbed the op that he can toss over to Yell, it's worth the economic expenditure to go for these kills, although I don't think anything will be going the way of ATK. 3 players will remain alive. Again, the op salvage to be tossed over to Yell. And that can allow INTZ a road back into this next round. As ATK don't have a sniper to counter as well, although if MOTM can open up the side again,
yeah,
he did in the previous round.
Hey, I mean, ops are great at opening up rounds, but if someone's doing it with the SG, that's totally fine as well.
I mean, the SG is basically an automatic op with 30 rounds in the chamber.
Okay. Fair enough. Now, it is slow control here for ATK towards the A ramp. This time, they're still trying the same strat box. It's just the pace that's varying here for ATK. Now, these are pretty much standard defaults, but they really love that forward pressure on the A ramp. They continue gaining space. Now, Yell, he swapped up his positioning on the off. That flash is perfect. Destiny's blocking Yell. This got a little bit awkward, but luckily, no harm, no foul just yet.
Wait, is Yell going to push through? I think he's going to peek in. MOTM might be falling, although Yell is holding back away, as the spam is not going to be enough to take down Destiny for now. But B-side should be the point of contention. Shand will have to lock things down. He has Cello coming in on the rotation. But should ATK speed things up, it should be an open bomb site. That's a great job by Shandy to get back behind the boxes. Molotovs coming in from both sides now. It will be a 3v2 take. There, down goes Shand. Cello next in line as Sonic hits a nice flick over to his head. Bomb should be going down as ATK mixing up bomb sites, mixing up paces, mixing up defaults. And Yell, after a little bit of B-hop train, be trying to get some damage, maybe a little bit of exit kills, but now it seems INTZ can tend to fall away again as their money is no worse or no better for wear. It's worse for wear. And there goes Floppy to take down one more of those rifles, an SMG and an op left in the hands of INTZ. Would not be surprised to see ATK throw a couple more players at these CT players to try and take those guns out of their hands, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm ATK, I'm on full attack, no pun intended. I'm throwing all my eggs here, except, I mean, they don't even have an opt. It's just, I would throw everything at this. You're entering the 12th round here. We're entering the 13th, excuse me. So, I mean, you might as well just try to get rid of this op, try to get rid of this MP9, find yourself a nice little eco. Destiny finds one, managing to get away as well, but it's only an MP9 cap, so not too shabby.
Yeah, I mean, Yell with the op has been so massive for INTZ early on. Just needs to find that impact once again. Mixing up his position was a good play, although ATK ended up countering it pretty well. This time, OC has the op in his own right. He's been challenging some titans in this game with his gun. He's been in really good form lately, but Floppy shows up, and Destiny has gone down. That's the SMG, the only upgraded gun that INTZ had this round besides the op on Yell. And Sonic's close by. There are a couple players. Sonic's going to see through the gap. That's a good kill, although Yell crouching around behind might just get found out. Or yeah, Sonic's here's the shot. The spray comes through, but Yell is still alive and kicking for now. SHZ on the B side, or the A side rather, will get caught out by MOTM. That's the site clear. Bomb going down for ATK, a 6th on the board, unless Cello can land some deagle shots and Yell with the op, but I think Yell will try and keep that gun in hand again. Cello looking for some kills, and that's going to be a good one on the JT.
Okay.
A fantastic shot.
All right. Not a bad consolation. Floppy, however, is an absolute savage. That's a neat flash. Trying to find the money. That could be an SG recovered, but it will be Floppy on top. Yell now. He knows he's in danger. He knows he probably needs to start stepping forward. A missed shot. That's it. That's him dead. Now, luckily, they can pick up an op. At least Cello can pick up op and armor here, so maybe there's no glass cannon required, but it will come at cost of utility, I believe. Potentially a kit. Yeah. No, he's just gonna yell. He's gonna glass cannon it anyway. Cello will probably pick up the M4 with full utility. I'm surprised no one managed. I mean, come on, guys. Just a single kit here.
Sometimes you gotta sacrifice the utility or the gun to have the kit, and INTZ will not go for that. Although, the way this game's played out, INTZ have had no defuses. Every single round they've won has been by elimination. So that could be their logic. Just kill the other team before they kill you. And it's worked out for them 7 times. Though now, as the half nears its end, might be a little more important to have that extra 5 seconds of time to play with should the bomb go down. Especially with the money as poor as it is. Although Yell's going to get the tag onto OC. That's an opening start for INTZ. He'll fall away for now. And it seems to be a little bit more of a slower pace from ATK. Is utility coming in from both sides.
Yeah, this has been pretty much the storyline here for ATK on the A side. They seem to be really comfortable working it at this pace. Not really full rushing, not really full executing. Just sending 2 to 3 players to gain control. See if they can find an opening pick. They know where to look for them, and they seem to be doing pretty well doing it. Now, the bomb is still here on the A ramp box. It is likely ending A.
Yeah, and OC has it in his hands as well. He's trying to get the opening picks. But instead, it's going to be another tag coming in. Destiny adds to a kill. Floppy comes in with 1. JT answers with a 2nd, but the bomb goes down. Sonic follows as Destiny's added to a 3rd. JT is low. Floppy not too far away, but JT will win that duel against Destiny, leaving Shandy in a 1 versus 2. Both players low, but there's no utility at all for anybody, and most importantly, no kit for the Brazilian squad. Nothing purchased, and he will have to win by defusal. Time is of the essence. This is a great crossfire as well. Floppy close corner with JT on the ramp. Floppy will win that duel as Shan peeks right into him. The crouch not going to be enough to deter young Ricky. And ATK have eventually tied things up after a span of 5 rounds in a row. Looked so dire for ATK at the start. They finally found out how to solve the puzzle that was INTZ's CT side. And now look at this buy, Roy.
Yeah, this is definitely a tough spot to be in if you're INTZ. Luckily, MP9s are extremely viable on this map. You can pretty much always find up-close duels, but nice little cheeky boost here from ATK. OC finds himself a free pick. That's Cello gone down.
Yeah, ATK's been using that boost to great effect in the last few rounds. That's how MOTM got a couple of his opening picks on A as well. And A, so bolstered by INTZ. They have their rifle here, the 2 SMGs still remaining. I think ATK might be taking the bomb back away, just using MOTM as a decoy, as B seems to be their more preferred spot contact. Floppy working around through the F Halls area. Only Shandy on the site. Smoke's coming in now. Rotations might be coming in from ATK or for INTZ as well. As ATK are making their presence known. The rotations are coming in, but it's going to be Floppy to cut it off. With Destiny going down, Shandy will get shredded out by OC. And that's the bomb able to go down unless SHZ can push through the smoke, be a smoke criminal and steal away the plant. That will not happen, however. 2v4, 2 SMGs up against a full buy and make it 1 SMG as Floppy drops down and drops Yell like a rock. SHG able to spray down 1, but the next 2 peaks will be too much for him. JT to put him to bed. ATK 6 in a row to close out this half. It's 8-7, Roy.
Yeah, we went from a 7-1 Boggs, or excuse me, 6-1, 7-2 into a 8-7 somehow. That's great work right there from ATK, I have to say.
Indeed, and Floppy, if you check that scoreboard, coming alive too. 16-7 above everybody else in the server. And none of his teammates have even reached the double-digit mark as well. So Floppy really picking the team up on his back right now. That's something you can always expect from him. When his team needs him to show up, he's there. But MOTM is here by the scaffolding, and he's going to land the opening kill. Yell goes down. And OC still behind the sandbags as well. This A hit looking a bit rough for INTZ. They need a couple shots. They need them fast. Unless they want to rotate back. But already there should be a couple rotations cutting off the flanks by ATK. Molotov to clear out OC, and that's a good piece of utility used by INTZ. They still have a couple more Molotovs left. They actually bought up a lot of utility early on.
Yeah, they have a lot of Molotovs. They still have 2 more Boggs. Here we go. Smokes, mollies. Now the players start flooding in. Destiny and Shandy will find 1. Destiny follows up with a second one, but it's pure chaos, and somehow JT's on the back lines with SHZ's hands.
Another one from JT. A dig through the wall, I believe, came in onto Shand. But instead the P250 reigns supreme. 1v1 versus Sonic. Headshot will do it for both players. And Sonic will convert the pistol round for ATK. And now this is a chance for ATK to really start to establish a stranglehold against INTZ. Although the Brazilian squad are going to go for a force. There's a fine line between courage and foolhardiness, Roy. This buy needs to come through for INTZ to make it that courageous, heroic buy, rather than a big mistake.
I mean, they have a lot of smokes, a lot of flashes, and they're ready to overwhelm the A side to the best of their ability. So they're not skipping a single beat. They're going straight for that side. That grenade's going to take away a little bit of their confidence. At least that's a chunky nade, Boggs. Now the smoke's coming out. JT from the high ground looking for the pick. But it'd get messy here if ATK's not careful enough.
ATK have 4 players on the side to defend. They have SMGs for those close-range engagements. But as you said, they need to be careful. If chaos reigns, INTZ seem to be thriving in those chaotic scenarios. And indeed, it will come out to a trade. JT's gone down early. However, here comes MOTM with the UMP. He's taking down 3, leaving Cello in a 1v3. And Floppy will come in for the final kill. ATK. It looked like it could have gone so wrong, but it went so right for them. They salvaged the rifle as well. And INTZ without much in the bank. They'll have a couple pistols, maybe 3 P250s, a deagle potentially on SHZ. But other than that, ATK should be looking down the barrel of 11 rounds, a 4-round lead over INTZ before they have to face the rifles of the T side. Those Kriegs so impactful. They still have another round before they have to worry about those guns.
A little bit of INTZ's own medicine against them. That peak has been pretty popular so far. Triple kills easy, of course. It is just blocks. And OC running to his death. Yeah, nice patience. That's a casualty, I suppose. A bit of a consolation.
Yeah, it's a good kill by Yell. That's a gun he can salvage potentially as well. So I don't think there's anybody from ATK in the area. But instead, it seems that Floppy will be called upon to lock things down. Yell will fall to his hand. And Shan should be going down to Sonic. Indeed, he will. 11 rounds for ATK, only losing OC. This is where things get real. The SG is coming out, the full buy from INTZ. They won't be going for an op, but the Kriegs just as good, if not more so, especially since you can get a couple more shots off before you have to reload the gun.
I also just think it's generally really difficult to feel impactful with an op on T side, which is probably why a lot of people are just opting not to use it on the T side. Now, it's going to be early flashes and aggression towards the A ramp. INTZ looking for that pick. JT might be in trouble here. Boggs, the smoke for cover. Flashbang to buy him some space. OC there for the support, but this could get bloody. Destiny will draw first blood. JT waiting for the right time to strike. And MOTM, same story.
It's going to be a bit of a rough scenario for JT. He's still behind the sandbags. The second smoke comes in to allow him to escape. Actually, JT's going to play around, and the lineup is there, but he's not able to eliminate Yell as well as Destiny. Only one will go down. That's a 4v4. The bomb still in the underpass area, but SHG's flanked around, Roy. He's able to get two as he wides his time. JT swings out, but SHG is ready for him. He spots out JT from behind the sandbags as Cello gets one more. Sonic's left in a 1v4, but SHG with a fantastic play to flank around, and that just about secures the round for INTZ. What a play by SHG.
Yeah, and it couldn't come at any better time as well. There's just so much pressure, from INTZ. I mean, they were just keeping the eyes locked for ATK. JT there asking for help, keeping ATK really busy, really focused in, and the flank just came in. Perfect timing from SHZ. That's really well played. Sonic probably just looking for a constellation or a potential weapon upgrade. He has a lot of money in the bank, so he's not too concerned. Even a single M4 here goes a long way. Yell, be wary of it.
Wait, he's a kid, Roy.
No, he doesn't have time, though. There's no way.
Yeah. Almost.
Get a smoke, too. That could have been scary.
He has the flash, too. Throw the smoke, throw the flash, tap it while it's popped, and 5 seconds later, could have been around for ATK. But we will be seeing that SMG dropped over to JT now. Rifles across the rest of the board. The utility not terrible for ATK as well. They have kits across all 5 players as well. It seems to be a fast-paced hit towards A. Yell already up in the scaffolding. His smoke preemptive to take off most of that Molotov. Takes 10 points of damage.
Oh no, Yell!
But now he goes down. OC's secondary one will be the finishing blow. A flashbang from MOTM there as well. But now 4 players storming, or 3 players rather, storming in towards the B site. And the lone defender, Sonic, has gone down. Molotovs to wall off, smokes as well. Bomb gets planted, but Floppy's already here. He's hunting. He's hungry for blood.
Yeah, single flash here might open ending up for Floppy. The flash comes out. He's going to find SG on the side, turn around, find Shandy as well. That's an SG upgrade. That's an overwhelm on the B site. And Cello King, he has no idea what just happened. Suddenly his whole team is dead. Cello King trying to salvage it from inside the A stairs, but there's no way, no line of sight. Bomb is already being defused, and ATK, they overwhelm that B site, excuse me, the A site, and they claim it.
That double from Floppy really holding things down for the A site, and then Cello being so far away from the rest of his team, unable to defend the site as well. When the retake came in for ATK, really causing a lot of damage. Here comes that nade again, this time mostly dodged by Shan. Sonic trying to return the favor to his opposition. JT with the Molotov in conjunction, the flashbang from OC as well, able to get the opening pick, but now it's time for ATK to get aggressive. JT though falls to Cello, who has that saved SG in his hands. Now it's a 4v4. That was a good opening, but an even better trade out by INTZ. And that could play into their hands. A 4v4 spreads the defense a little more thin. It's going to open up a little more map control for INTZ, although I think they are going to try the B site once again. As they're marching up the stairs, it's a good Molotov from Sonic. A flashbang comes through as well. Things will stall for just a little while.
Yeah, I mean, they're not really pressed on time just yet, right? With a minute left on the clock, SHZ starting to creep down in the middle as well. They'll have options available. But the bomb is still committed. Sonic actually gets that kill through the smoke. That's a great find. Now there's really no chance but to commit. They have to make a decision here. That bomb is all the way on site. It needs to be recovered. Cello will eliminate Sonic, but I think Sonic may have spotted the bomb, so ATK is already on the rotate. Do they commit here?
I think you kind of have to if you're INTZ. ATK is here. MOTM and Floppy getting killed. SHG in a 1v2 now, but it will be MOTM to put him down. ATK 3 rounds away from victory, only losing 1 round so far on their CT side. And if you look after round number 7, ATK's lost 2 rounds, Roy.
Yeah, that's crazy. This was a 7-1 at one point, 13-8. Floppy Hearing a bunch of commotion. They're hunting for that kill. The smoke there to give him some cover. Nice kill through the smoke. That's really well played by Floppy. And it seems like INTZ slowed down a little bit as ATK attempts to boost. Floppy is just decimating them in middle. There's not even a single response back. He hasn't even taken a point of damage yet, Boggs.
He's gotten 2 kills, almost a third, without taking a point in return. It's fantastic stuff from Floppy. Make it a... Never mind, he's going to go down. Destiny getting 2, Cello with 1 more, and as soon as it looked like ATK just about had the round in the bag, INTZ answered back with 3 furious frags, and now it's looking more in their favor, although they do have very low HP on Destiny. Only 1 solitary point to his name, with Cello at 42, Shand at full, but Sonic and OC are here to defend. They lack Molotovs and AGs, but they still have rifles, they have smokes and flashbangs. Most importantly, Roy, defuse kids for the retake.
This has to be frustrating for Floppy if this was a round loss, no doubt. He played it to perfection. OC gives up the angle just in the nick of time. That's... Gotta hate that. Now they're creeping up the A ramp. OC might be on his way back in, but he's not going to expect him to be so forward. That timing was just absolutely disgusting. Now it's down to Sonic to clutch this one up. Luckily for him, Cello and Destiny are wounded, but now the bomb is planted, and it's a 2-man advantage here for INTZ.
I think Sonic's just going to save as well. Don't think he's going to commit, and I think this is a good call, especially given the money on ATK. JT at 700, Floppy at 6, Sonic himself at 15. He has a salvaged Krieg as well. ATK can get a bit of a force buy if they want to in the next round. Although, given their... Actually, it might be a good idea, especially if Sonic can keep this SG in hand. OC and MOTM can get decent buys. Floppy and JT on Deagles. We've seen what JT can do with that on T side. Imagine him just holding an angle. That could work out well for ATK.
Definitely. If there's any weapon you want on the CT side, it's definitely the SG. It makes everything so much easier, and it allows you to play angles that you wouldn't otherwise be able to play. Yeah,
and the fire rate, the one-shot headshot, the scope, makes the gun such a good weapon, especially on the CT side. And we'll actually see pretty much a save from ATK. OC going for a 5-7 armor. Yeah. Mine was a little more aggressive, but this is definitely more smart play, the wise play, as you might...
I mean, they also still have some rounds to play with, right? They don't need to make any harsh decisions or anything that might come at a severe cost. Sonic going for the full spray with the SG. That's one way to open up the round. A full spam through the yellow. That's great.
That's a good opening kill. A site swarming with CTs. But Shand is trying to make B more open. MOTM takes some damage. Floppies here as well, but all they have to defend are USPs. Up against the full execute coming in. A dink goes through onto Shand, though. MOTM is low, the nade should finish him off, and down he goes. Floppy's still close, although SHZ is privy to his position, and he'll follow up with a headshot. The bomb should be going down. OC is here with a 5-7 and armor. That gun can be so deadly close range. Sonic even going to come too close. OC goes down. Don't know if Sonic will actually contend with his sight. There's another SG to be picked up for JT, and actually ATK, if they just fall away, they come out of this round far better than when they went in.
Oh yeah, they're definitely happy with this outcome. They would have liked definitely one more kill here, just to keep the economy in check for INTZ. Don't let it get too out of control, but hey, you came into the round with 1 SG, you David Blaine the second one, you take those.
Yeah, that's a major victory for ATK, taking 2 SGs into the next round, and they will have enough to buy as well. Floppy and OC might not have the best of guns, but Sonic can drop one over. MOTM will have plenty of cash, and actually, MOTM can drop an op over to OC should he want to.
Possible. What I do know is this is definitely going to be a purchase, no doubt. Will they buy? That's the real question. Now it's going to be the full rifles. I'm a little surprised. I mean, they had a lot of utility and kits. They could have, if they really wanted the op, could have gone for it. But hey, you have SGs, you have an AUG, you have the scope weapons. That's alright. That's not too bad. Once again, it clashed towards the long A side. A bunch of utility just got dumped, and it is ATK's control for now. Now, as long as they own this part of the map, Boggs, the defense is much easier.
Yeah, map control is so critical in Counter-Strike, and a map like Vertical makes it even more so. You lose one bit of it, and it just opens up the whole entire map to the T side. Even though the rotations are fast for the CTs, it just... it's kind of an awkward map to play once the teams have so much map control, because there's so many ways to cut off the rotations for the offensive side, and it really makes things hard for the CTs. So if they can keep this map control, things should be good for ATK. The problem is, once that map control is down, INTZ have been able to capitalize on it in the last couple of rounds. Floppy's going to have to stand more than tall here. He's going to need to double down at minimum, not 3. But SHZ is going to take him down before anything goes. JT has to get these kills. He's able to get 1 without taking damage, and he'll fall away. It's a good call, but in a 4v4, this does favor INTZ.
Not to mention, they've made no sound, no audibles, nothing to alert your alarms here for ATK. So this A ramp is going to be virtually free. Now, mind you, MOTM, he's in a prime position for a quick flank, but he's going to have to look both left and right, at least until OC settles in.
Yeah, he only has a flashbang as well, and he's getting spammed. He's down. Oh, through the fire is Shan. He's going to be able to take down OC as well. JT's been spotted out by Cello. And Sonic again, the last alive. INTZ finding their stride here. 3 in a row. And ATK, bit lost on their defensive side. Maybe an op peak A ramp would be a good idea once they can get that money. OC, a very capable operator, can even toss it over to Sonic or MOTM if he really wanted to. Sonic's just going to try and hold on to the AK for now. We'll see how if he can hold on to this. As right now, INTZ are more than content to throw their bodies at him. They need to get this gun away from the CT side, as it can cause real havoc for them into the next round.
Slowly becoming a problem, Boggs. This is 11 rounds here for INTZ. No cash for ATK. I mean, it's likely to be a pistol armor here at most for these players. And INTZ are in a good spot for the 12th here on the board. That's only 1 round deficit at that point. If they win the next gun round, that could be a lead for INTZ.
Yeah, I'm going to say after this round, might be a good time to call a timeout from ATK, talk things over, and slow down the momentum from INTZ as well,
right,
as they have it all going their way. Everything they want to do is just falling into place. The nades from ATK not doing what they did against them. And the aggression towards ramp won't yield anything on B. And INTZ really centralized here. They're going to go for the wrap towards F-Hall. Oh, that's a good pick from Sonic, though.
That's the only rifle, too. INTZ needs to make sure to avoid that. Don't want to feed Sonic kills. Not now. Sonic is going to get boosted up. Yell's waiting for it. Sonic tries to maneuver his way out of that one, but in the end, Yell comes out on top. And AK is recovered for JT, so they do have that for the B defenses. But now it's the time to attack on A. Destiny eliminates OC. And he just deal with MOTM. And then it's all just Floppy in the heavens. And that's it. There it is. A site open.
A site wide open. JT trying to hold on to that AK-47, take it into the next round. But I would like to see a timeout here from ATK. Neither of these two teams have used their timeouts at all. And right now is a good time, especially since it is a best of 1. There's no real margin for error, especially when you're down to round number 25. It's going to be a 1-round game, and you'll have guns again. But after that, you'll be back on a half-buy because you'll have nothing left in the bank. Cello's on the hunt here. And JT might be a little bit worse for wear. It's going to be SHZ to actually take him down, and that's a good bit of team play. Yell was coming in from behind as well. No way JT would have gotten out of there with that gun intact. No timeout from ATK. But the op is in the hands of OC, Roy.
All right, Boggs. I'm hoping I don't eat my words here, but I'm going to say that INTZ have put themselves in a really favorable spot. They have many signs pointing to their success here. They are a round down, yes, but they have Destiny and Cello over $11,000 here. They've pretty much almost guaranteed purchases for the rest of this half, even if they lose. They have weapons every single round that they need to. That's a great sign. It's a great place to be, and it's really comfortable. INTZ can start taking risks, but not this kind of risk. Floppy will take that. That's Yell for free.
Sonic taking a risk of his own, pays for it with his life, as Shand will drop him through the scaffolding. JT and Floppy to defend the B site. The bomb back down towards mid. In the underhalls, SHZ will eliminate MOTM. Takes a lot of damage in return. That's a lot of map control in return. Also a man advantage for the T side. OC gonna have to stand tall, the lone defender on A. His first shot connects. Destiny has gone around the scaffolding, around the yellow tarp, but OC has repositioned after his second kill. Floppy coming in on the rotation. The bomb is down. but INTZ still not out of this one. They can still pull this back towards their favor. But Floppy spotted out Destiny, and with the HP remaining, I don't think it's going to be all too likely. OC with the good old quick scope. Down goes Destiny. SHZ, the last alive, dinks down OC, down to 1 HP. What was that, Floppy instead?
Yeah, that was Floppy by accident. He was just, I think he was just trying to spray, and OC might have just walked right in front of him. But SHZ eliminated. Luckily for INTZ, again, they have a lot of cash, so it's not a problem for them. But ATK, they're getting close to that finish line. 14-12 now. OC, that was great work with the op and the A defenses. That's one of the prime positions to be in, I feel like, late round. Just wait for it. INTZ likely to opt not to make a lot of noise. They're probably just going to walk straight into you as an opera. That's easy pickings, Boggs. As easy as it gets.
Yeah, Dosi's not the kind of guy to miss those shots, so he'll take that any day of the week. Damage being dealt to JT, he's down to half. OC, though, trying to make his opposing once again. Floppy, though, has a good chance to get a kill. The switch does not favor him, but he's still able to take down Yell.
How does he win that, Boggs?
Don't question young Ricky.
It seemed like Yell had that dead to rights. Floppy wasn't even looking at the right spot. He was just not expecting him to be on the left side at all. OC parks himself in the same position that he was in last time. Again, an incredibly strong position. It's hard to flash. I mean, how do you get this guy off this angle? It's actually impossible.
I guess you just have to win the aim duel.
That's one way. Just smoke him off.
Yeah. But now Floppy's come in. OC has rotated away, and they're going to Bogdan it. Floppy's going to pick up the op now. But B side should be the initial hit from the T side with 40 seconds to go, roughly. Everything lies on Sonic. JT is just around jump up. But all four from INTZ ready to hit in. MOTM's coming as well. 3 players to defend against 4. And look at this angle from Sonic. There's a little bit of gap to the boxes. He's going to swing out. Spot 1. Spray down 1. There's a little bit of damage to Cello as well. But Zandy comes in. And JT's gone. OC on the flank, but he's been heard. Never mind. SHZ goes down to his hand. The bomb does go down as well. But the SG on Shan will win out against OC. Floppy, MOTM in a 2v2. They have no utility. They do have defuse kits, but Floppy is sorely lacking for HP. Nothing spotted by the op. Cello holding behind the containers with Shandy on the ramp. He'll spray in towards Floppy. They know where one is. MOTM don't favor him in this position. He's heard one now. He knows where they are, but time is of the essence. He doesn't have it. He'll be able to stick the bomb from here.
There's no angle.
There's no angle. Shandy's lost this. MOTM's got the defuse. It comes in the nick of time.
That is not an error you can make if you're INTZ, but that was so well played by MOTM. He recognized that weakness. He recognized that if he could break that crossfire, he might just have a chance, Boggs. And he made that work. 15-12 now. Luckily for INTZ, their economy is still intact, so no problems there, but they need to get 3 rounds back-to-back here if they want any chance. And ATK's economy, it's in a prime position to be reset, Boggs. There's still hope here for the Brazilian side.
Indeed. If INTZ win this round, I'm foreseeing overtime as ATK will just about have nothing to buy with. They might be able to salvage a decent buy similar to this one going into round number 30. But INTZ need to win this round. That will set them up in prime position. And that's a great start as Cello's dropped OC over towards yellow. And a man advantage sits with the T side.
This is awkward. Smoke's gonna fade. Yell and SHZ looking to take this 2v2 down middle. SHZ throws a smoke. A 1-for-1 trade. MOTM is right there for the trade. Not gonna let this one step too far away. And now it's JT's turn. He finds one. He finds a second. But Shandy does respond. But he's left with only 9 HP, Boggs. It's a 1 versus 2. There's 50 seconds left on the clock. He's making a bunch of noise, so they might have an idea where he's going here.
Yeah, actually, is he gonna double back towards A? I think he is. Shandy trying to play the noise game and really distract the CT side, but it's not terribly working. Actually, no, it is. MOTM's... Oh, he's hiding. He's hiding. Thought he was running away for a second there. I was rather confused, rather worried, but it seems that ATK are not going to let this one slide. Sonic's pushed in behind, I think, as well. So they do have a general idea that Shand has to be coming in towards the A site. This will confirm the smoke going down close, the bomb being planted, and MOTM's dropped silently. Shandy does not know where MOTM is coming from. Sonic is on the rotation as well. The sandwich, the pincer maneuver should be enough to take down the low HP player, although he has backed his way in towards that hard to clear angle on yellow. He's going to spray in, but Sonic will win that duel. And that is all she wrote, Roy. ATK able to take this one over INTZ 16-12 on Vertigo.
And what a performance that was, honestly. ATK played that out so well. INTZ, they struggled there, but yeah, I still feel like somewhere this game could have actually just swung either way. I mean, the economy was almost broken there in that 15-12. That could have easily been an overtime right there. I mean, INTZ, they're up 7-1, flopped a little bit on their CT side. That'll be the talking point for them for sure once they review these demos, once they review this game. But that is how she goes sometimes in CS, Boggs. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes it's a heartbreak at 16-12. Job well done by the ATK boys as they continue that streak of performance, that perfection, that strive to greatness that they're on right now, and we're all here for it. INTZ, I'm always excited to see them play. I'm really happy this roster is actually working out beautifully for them. I mean, they're on the upcome, right? They lost KNG. They had a bit of a roster falling out. They rebuilt the roster, and they're looking strong. They're not looking like a team to be laughed at or reckoned with.
INTZ definitely are a team to be reckoned with. They are no team to scoff at. You have to be prepared to play INTZ. ATK certainly were. It looked really rough for them, as you mentioned. 7-2 was once the scoreline. ATK brought it back and with masterclass performances. Floppy shining brightly in some of those critical T rounds. And then, of course, when things got down to it, all of ATK came alive. And sometimes you just got to tip your hat to your opponent, say good game. But I think INTZ have a lot to learn from this demo. It'll be a great one for them to go back and look at.
Absolutely.
And they're going to be a very scary team to come back to.
Right. I mean, this is only the beginning, right? There's seven weeks of regulation. After that, it's playoffs, best of threes, a little bit more room for error. That's where we start to get a really, really good idea of where these teams fall on the spectrum of power, right? Are they the best? Are they kind of down below? Are they in the middle of the pack? But I suspect that we will see both INTZ and ATK in that playoffs. But for now, that is it. The hot, steamy, sexy CS action is over, and we're going to go take a break, get some water. Have a good night, everybody. See you soon. If you haven't done so already, before we head out, please do follow our socials: Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, !! Socials in the chat. My Twitter's down here. Boggs is over here, and we are out.